Okay, lab 2 here. We just finished our DAC. Whoops, kicked you there. Kicked you again. We just finished our DAC, and now we're going to jump over to working with an IAW block, checking out the gate settings, which you should have your labs again. You should have your labs right there with you. So we're still on a DAC. We're going to erase the DAC. Let's back out a little bit so you can see both numbers, or both sets of buttons. We're going to erase this DAC. Okay, it says delete DAC echo. We're going to hit yes, delete, delete. I'm going to turn the DAC off. You really don't have to do that, but I just like to do that. So next time somebody uses it, they don't have to screw with it. Anyway, so this is calibration stuff. We don't need that. Where you got a piece of steel, we have an IAW block here. If we can back out a little bit. There's our IAW block we're going to mess with. Okay. So we would go back to our base menu. Let's say we're going to go to set a 4-inch range, like Lab 2 says. We're going to set a 4-inch range. There's our 4-inch range. Place the back wall echo at 80% using the dB control. So let's set our velocity to something close. Then we can adjust from there. We've already set our transducer up in Lab 1, so we really shouldn't have to mess with that again. Okay, we're pretty close. So let's fine tune a little bit here. About 231. Alright. Now, it says put the gate threshold control its minimum setting. So let's go to gate A, gate threshold, see how far down it goes. About 10% is its minimum setting. Turn on a positive gate, which the logic here is positive, and put only the 60 thousandths hole in the gate alarm. Okay, so let's look at the IAW block here. IAW block has that 60 thousandths hole right here. That's what we're going to use. So I'm going to lay this block down on its side and put my transducer right over here. Okay, get a little couplet. There's our couplet. Park right over that 60 thousandths hole. There it is. Okay, so let's zoom back in a little bit here. Move our scope over so we can see the screen. Alright, our 60 thousandths hole is this one. Okay, I kind of know that because when I move my transducer back and forth, it falls away the quickest because it's a small hole. And that 4, or coming to right about 42%, is the signal from this lucite disc. Okay, 60 thousandths hole, lucite disc. Looking at the screen, 60 thousandths hole, lucite disc. Okay. So that's that. It says put the gate threshold minimum setting. We already did that. We need to move it over the signal from our 60 thousandths hole, which we did that. And you can see up here we have an alarm that's going off. Kind of hard to see there, but if we move it, you can see that. Okay, alarm's lit up. Now it's not. Now it is. Okay. So then it says here, is the alarm on? Yes. If not, add gain until the alarm comes on, which it already is. Okay, so now it says put the gate threshold from the plexiglass disc. So we move the gate over to the plexiglass disc, which there it is. If we move it off, the alarm's off. Now we're back in the gate, the alarm's on. Alright, so we do that. Raise the threshold level for triggering the alarm until the alarm goes off. Okay, so we're going to need to lower our gain, put it about 60%. We're going to take our threshold and raise it up until the alarm goes off. Okay, which it did. Carefully position the threshold so that the alarm only goes on when the echo is over 80% full screen height. So let's roll that up to 80. There we go. Turn on a negative gate. Alright, and add 6 dB gain. So that's 44.5, that's 50.5. Okay, then it says, did the alarm light go out? Yes or no? And why? So, a little research on positive and negative gates there. Now, we do know that when we're using these gates, that we can use our alarm features to help us out finding defects. So what we need to find out is, how can we find those defects using the gate. So research gates a little bit. What is a positive gate? What is a negative gate? And then answering the questions to Lab 2 at the end there. When we turned on a negative gate and pushed a signal through it, did the alarm light go out? Yes. And why? Okay? So think about that for a few seconds, and then move on from there, answer those questions, and move on to lab number 3.